some American football in front of this fired-up crowd here at London's Wembley Stadium. Today, we're ready for an entertaining battle. It's the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Cleveland Browns. Personnel is out. Everyone's ready to get this one going. And off we go from Wembley. LaQuint Allen to return this. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. So here are the Jaguars taking over for the first time on offense. They're brought out by the fifth-year man out of Clemson. Hard to believe it's year 5, isn't it, Brock? Former #1 overall pick, Trevor Lawrence.
The promise and the potential, well, they've been with Lawrence his whole football life. From high school at Georgia to stardom at Clemson and even a playoff run in Jacksonville. It's just consistency. Week in and week out, that'll be the next step for Trevor in his career.
Here's Travis Etienne on the ground. And he takes it ahead for a 4-yard pickup there to begin our game.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Out of the gun, Lawrence. He's on the mark, Jacoby Myers. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. Gain of 9 yards on the play. And that's good for a Jacksonville first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Now a give, it's Etienne headed left. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss, we've got 2nd and 11. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you can put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
From the shotgun, Lawrence gets him on the quick hitter. And he'll be out of bounds at his own 45. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Lawrence working from the gun. Short pass brought in. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. It almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
Here's Etienne on 1st down. And he's going to get forward for a gain of about 7 on that run. It's 2nd down. An injured player out there after the snap, and the medical staff quickly out to him. And that is Geno Smith that they're headed for. Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Etienne again. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Drive has gone 8 plays now as they face 3rd and 3. Lawrence throwing here. Into the hands of his running back, Etienne. And And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you gotta imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit, and you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. Now I'm hungry. Good opening drive to this point. They've got another first down at the 34. Running back motions right. Throwing on first down, Lawrence. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. So his first blemish, Brock, after that perfect 4-for-4 start. And wouldn't expect one incompletion, though, to stop him from leaning on him this opening drive.
No, I don't think so. And I think more than anything, you see the defense kind of... ball can hit the ground on this side.
Ball still on that 34-yard line, 2nd and 10. Counter give to Etienne. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here. It's going to bring up 3rd down. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Throwing is Lawrence on 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets him all the way down to that 15-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
Jacksonville.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Inside handoff goes to Etienne. He met no gain on that first down run.
Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this. It's over. Over.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Lawrence, a quick throw out wide. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars finish up an excellent opening series. Well, this coaching staff has got to be a happy partner. A calm and calculated opening drive. Really impressed with the score, how they controlled the football, and they played at their own pace.
Yeah, it's one of those drives that just pays dividends. I know it's the opening drive, but you're just taking some of the starch out of that defense and putting some doubt in their mind. Like, man, they just methodically shoved it right down our throat.
Cam Little to try the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Jaguars will jump out to a 7-0 lead. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Travion Williams now to return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. So here come the Browns on offense, ready for their opening drive. And they're brought out by the rookie who was the talk of the NFL draft, Brock. First-round hype, but didn't go until the 5th round. It's Shedeur Sanders.
You know, Kate, his NFL career didn't get off to the ideal start through the draft process and obviously falling to the 5th round. But seeing him in person a couple times in Colorado, I'll tell you this, he is tough and he is accurate. And those are two attributes that every NFL team wants in their quarterback.
Now the first carry for Quinshawn Judkins. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table for more.
What a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. Sanders going to throw here on first. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland first down. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Very Judy with the grab. And they're on it right away with that tackle. The stop comes at the 26-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's a Browns first down. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
From the gun, Jaguars. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, here's Sanders. Hits him on the out route. And he's tackled for a short gain.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
About set. This is 3rd and 5. Working out of the gun, Sanders. Brought in by Juju. And they don't get much out of this pass. He's hauled down a little shy of that first. It's 4th down now. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. And they apparently don't want a field goal to start this game. They want 6. They're going for it. They'll go. It's Sanders. That one's come. Judy has it. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the 2 of them.
New set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Throwing it again here. Once more into the hands of Judy. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the Jaguars' 4-yard line.
Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. Toss play here, Judkins. And he runs it across, touchdown! The Browns finish off their opening drive. Well, no hesitations to start this one out, Brock. These guys came out slinging it. Seems like that's going to be what their offense leans on throughout this game.
Yep, don't see really any reason to get away from it as long as the results keep coming. The second drive, I think we'll all be watching that one. Will they mix in a little bit more run? Will they have to mix in more run, or could they continue to just shred this defense through the air?
This is Andre Schmidt to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Browns start off well to tie things 7-7. we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Here's Parker Washington with the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Second drive of the game upcoming for this Jaguar offense. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you've got to imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Lawrence. Completed over the middle. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 38-yard line.
Offense with an enviable spot to be in. 2nd and inches. That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. Back in a moment with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Back for the second quarter. It's Jaguar football. They're looking at second and pretty short. They'll give this up the middle to ETN. And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. A pickup of 17. And the Jaguars have a first down.
First down, Jaguars.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you want to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
1st and 10 now from the 46. Lawrence now off the play action. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Here's Lawrence to throw. Finds him over the middle. This one doesn't get much, down to the 41. And it's Carson Schlesinger who got over there for the stop.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or with big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
They'll throw, 3rd and long. Hits him downfield. This is Thomas. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. They got 21 yards on the play. And that's good for a Jacksonville first down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4. Again, it's Lawrence to throw. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And brings up 3rd down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Good moving drive, but it could stall out here. We've got 3rd and 4. Sticking in the air with Lawrence. Oh, he's going to run for it. And they take this in for the score. The Jaguars take a second quarter lead. Trevor Lawrence with the touchdown.
Hey, Kate, that play, I don't think it started out as a touchdown run. I think he was thinking first down, but all of a sudden, a little bit of space opened up, those afterburners kicked in, and he made himself and his team a phenomenal play.
On his Little for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Jaguars break that tie and now lead by 7. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Here comes Williams on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. Onto the field comes the Browns offense for the second time. They've got a chance to tie this up here as they trail 14-7. Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. Will be yard at most there, and it's 2nd down.
Not the big play they were hoping for when you call a jet sweep, but at the very least, it got them some positive yards. Things could have easily gone backwards there.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Sanders going to look to throw. A little bit screen pass for Judkins. And this play reaches the 35 before it comes to an end. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
On 1st down, here's Sanders. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
I think I could see his eyes from the booth. He was envisioning the return and simply dropped it. You got to secure the pick before anything else.
All right, still 10 to go here after they almost had an interception on 1st down. Here's Judkins on 2nd down. No one's around him. He's got space. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 26. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland 1st down.
Those outside runs so critical for running back, quarterback, O-line to hit their targets. They got a target area to expose that defense and make the most of it. And that offense just put on display some teaching tape for it.
He's him on the quick hitter. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Sanders. Short pass brought in. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line.
Juju Smith-Schuster. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
3rd down and 4 now. This is the 7th play in this drive. Back to throw. Here's Sanders. Deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. And they scoop it up. Time to push for the line. And they don't get much after recovering the fumble, so the near turnover ends in a loss of yards.
A loss of 7 yards. And it's 4th down.
The Browns looking to punt on 4th down, so on comes their southpaw, Corey Bojorquez, to handle it. And this will force them to start inside the 20. That punt heads out about the 15-yard line. Out now runs the Jaguars offense. They have played lights out on offense. Scored their first 2 times out, Brock. A chance to go 3 for 3 and grow that lead here. Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10. Lawrence working from the gun. Throwing the out route complete. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling their preseason game. When Pete Carroll was there, if he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but just stay on top of the deep threat.
Lawrence to throw it. Defender's there, and he forces the incompletion. Good play to bring about this 3rd down.
You know, ball skills are not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball, too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge game.
They'll empty the backfield, motion him right. 3rd down, Lawrence to throw. That's Cox, he's got Washington. And he's going to get this one to the 36-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Jaguars have a 1st down.
Jaguar first down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Running it here with ETN. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of this. Former 1st-rounder Devin Bush making the play.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Now Lawrence. Here comes the screen for ETN. And he picks up about 6 on the play. Stopped, though, right near the marker. Didn't get it. 3rd down.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Now a carry by ETN. And 2nd down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
Sure on the tackle. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Browns' 49-yard line.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
You know, I love this, Kate, from an offense. Just philosophically, stretching that secondary out with your tight end. Even still, one of the deeper targets you're going to see him get. It's a shame they couldn't quite connect.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. To the air on 3rd and long. That's caught for the 1st. And they're going to bring him down as he makes it all the way to the 12. Give him 37 on the play. And that's good for a Jacksonville 1st down.
1st down, Jacksonville.
Just about every offense since the beginning of time, since the forward pass, Kate, has loved a tight end that can stretch the middle of the field. Man, I remember as a kid watching Kellen Winslow Sr. dice up right here between the hashes, and what a difference it can make for an offense.
And this one's incomplete. Too low as it skips off the ground.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Trying it right side with ETN. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards. We get a stoppage here. One of their big blockers up front. In some pain following that play. He's being attended to. Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Across the line, into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars grow their lead just before halftime. So an absolutely beautiful throw there, finding his man in space who turns it into 6.
Yeah, they really took advantage there, Kate, of some soft coverage. You want that on that corner route. Plenty of space for that route to develop. Great execution, and it pays off with the touchdown.
On is Little for the extra point. Troubles with his snap, but he still knocks it through. And the Jaguars double their lead to 14. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Here comes Williams on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Browns back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Here's Sanders. Big catch made, and he got both feet in. A big completion for the rookie out of Colorado. It gets his guys a first.
That's pretty impressive, Kate. I mean, to have the awareness, the body control to not just secure the ball, but to keep both feet down on the sideline.
Quite the start to that drive, huh, partner? First play sets him up at the 38. Sanders going to throw here on 1st. That's incomplete left side. Trying to get it to Harold Fanning Jr. with that one. And now it's 2nd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
After the incompletion, still at the 38, it's 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Sanders. Completed over the middle. And he's right up next to that first down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up 3rd and short. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. The throw now is Sanders. It's caught. Fannin has it. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
To the air on first down. Sanders finds him over the middle. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Now a timeout's called. Cleveland using its second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
All set to go now from the 35. Throwing it again here. Taken in by Smith. And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Running back sent in motion. They are throwing it again. They'll muster a little down to the 30. The former #1 pick, Trayvon Walker on the stop. Now the Browns spend their final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Good moving drive, but it could stall out here. We've got 3rd and 4. Now Sanders. Coverage holds up, and he just had to get rid of it.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on 3rd down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series, and don't put the ball in harm's way.
All right, down a couple of scores. They want a bigger swing than just 3. They're going for this. They'll go. It's Sanders. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Yep, as expected. They go to the ground and start this one off. Small gain there, maybe 3 if he's lucky to begin this drive. So entering the locker rooms, got ourselves a 2-score game. It's time to hear from Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the 3rd quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
Thanks so much, Scott. Appreciate the update as always. And welcome back, everyone. 3rd quarter about to get underway. Got a 2-score ball game here as we resume play. Two quarters to go from London Town, and here we go in our second half. Here comes Williams on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Cleveland offense headed out for this first series of the second half. That passing game they went to in the first half, it's going to need to be fiery to start this second half, too, as they chase this lead. Cleveland about ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Judkins to begin the drive. He's got room to roam. Cuts it to the... He's off to the races! Touchdown, Cleveland! The Browns cut into the lead coming out of halftime. just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
And this is Schmidt for the extra point. Ooh, snaps a little slow, and the kick is blocked. Ooh, and I think he envisioned this one going all the way back for two, but they're able to track him down and limit the damage to just that blocked kick.
Well, that block is pivotal right there. Now that offense is going to have to get back on the field the next time, and they know that they're going to have to go down and get that two-point conversion. Impact plays, Kate. That's what I call these in special teams. Huge impact plays when you help your defense so dramatically and you put so much pressure on that offense the next time they get the ball.
After seeing his point after blocked, he's got to stay out there and kick it off. Washington now to return. Escapes the defender. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Jacksonville offense back on the field now. They certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10. Here's ETN to begin the drive. And just a yard here before this play goes out. It's 2nd and 9.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Finds the in route complete. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. A gain of 15 there. And the Jaguars have a 1st down.
The Jaguar 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips, cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45. Here's ETN on the give. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Okay, a 2-yard run on 1st down. I think that keeps you ahead of schedule. You're going to have to pick up the pace.
Their 48-yard line.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Hits his running back. And a solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that's good for a Jacksonville 1st down.
Play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Throwing on 1st down, Lawrence. And that one falls incomplete. So a little bit of great catch. Still was a great effort. That brings up 2nd down.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open, it beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
On 2nd down, it's ETN. Breaks a tackle. He's still going. And a decent run gets about 4. It's going to be 3rd down.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Quite the drive they've had, Brock, but they're up against it. 3rd and 5 now. Lawrence working from the gun. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and incomplete.
Facing 4th down, the Jags electing to send out Cam Little for this field goal try. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. And that one is not where he needed it to be. It is off and no good. But I do see a flag out there. Let's see what the call is. Thought he had a chance to block it, but he ends up wiping out the kicker instead. And that's going to award their offense a first down.
Automatic first down.
You gotta be smarter than that. No reason to hit the kicker there, and that gives him a first down. Here's Lawrence to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Receiver in motion. He's headed right. Lawrence looking to throw. Short pass brought in. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Lawrence, a quick throw out wide. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
Second chance at 6 here. It's 2nd and goal. Again, it's Lawrence to throw. And he brings it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars lead by 14. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
On is Little for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Jaguars lead by 15 now. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Return coming from the 6. He stopped on the run back at the 27. The Browns returning their offense and this running back to the field. And they'd love a repeat of their last drive, wouldn't they? Their first play was their only play as they ran it in for 6. First call here coming from the shotgun. They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And he'll work this one up to the 28. Stopped that time by Antonio Johnson.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 28-yard line.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Now here he goes on the boot. Jump off caught by his back. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. So we have to pause here. Team officials saw what we did, an injured Brown, and they're tending to him now. New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. Run right side, Judkins. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Stopped by Foye Oluoku.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule. That kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Another one for Judkins. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
You want to see the term read and react to the little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Six yards to go here. It's 3rd down. They'll throw. 3rd and long. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why. And
it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
The Browns are lined up to punt. The Jaguars and Trevor Lawrence set to take over on offense once again. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10. Now it's Lawrence. Finds him on the slant. And this is going to go as a gain of about 3 before he's met and escorted out.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. They go play action. Lawrence. Man downfield, and Myers has it. Reaches the 40. Hits the 20. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars stretch their lead to a 3-score advantage. Now as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure has taken advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His 2nd touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
On is Little for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Jaguars grow the lead now to 22 points. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Browns and this running back headed back out for a new series. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff here for Judkins. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's a Browns first down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Caught quickly on the slant. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. To the air, Sanders. Well, that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be third down.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Sanders going to look to throw. He's got Smith. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Here's Judkins. That's a nice running there on that 7-yard gain. Make it 2nd down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Judkins out the middle. And he dodged the tackle. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Sanders. Catch made left side by Judy. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. So we're through 3 here. It's the Browns with the ball, but they enter this 4th quarter at a massive deficit. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Handoff headed left. It's Judkins. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in the locker room and in the huddle is you could be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
Back to throw. Here's Sanders. A little screen pass for Judkins. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Okay, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Third and long here for Sanders. This one's caught. And this drive is going to continue. He's taken down at the 2 on 3rd down. And they've got themselves a 1st and goal.
17 yards. That's another Browns first down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day 1 install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then. and the running back still doing it to this day.
The charge into traffic, but the line doesn't budge. They stall him out short.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. Out of the gun, here's Sanders. The pass is incomplete, but hold on here. We've got a flag on the field. Here's the call. So the offense was right to be walking backwards. The flag does go against them. Opportunity here for this defense. Need a stop on 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun. Here's Sanders. From the pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense are down away from completing this stand. It's 4th and goal.
This defense has been trying like mad to do anything to disrupt the rhythm, get the QB off his spot. It's got to be a massive relief to see their efforts paid off on that play.
Field goal doesn't move that needle. They're going for the touchdown. It's 4th and goal. Desperation time here. Looking for, he falls to the pass rush on 4th and goal. That defense coming through, forcing a turnover on downs.
I'm going to guess a little deal was cut there by these pass rushers in the huddle. You guys in the secondary, just buy us a little time. We don't need perfect coverage. Just tighten things up so we can get home, and boy, did they ever in a big moment.
The Jaguars are ready for another drive on offense as Jacoby Myers heads out. With touchdowns on their last 2 drives, Brock, they're playing some of their best offense here. Could they try for 3 in a row despite the lead? Let's find out. Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And this defense bringing the hammer down, driving him backwards to the 9.
Hey, I love the jet sweep as much as anybody, Kate. It could be super effective, but here's the deal. Once you send that receiver in motion, well, you're doomed. Because if they bring an edge pressure or there's a blitz, there's really no stopping it. Once that thing gets started, there's no audibling out of it.
Lawrence now off the play action. Finds him on the crossing route. And this winds up being an excellent play for him from deep in their own territory, up approaching that 30-yard line. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And the Jaguars have a 1st down.
Kid, I can promise you that's one of those play-action plays they've repped over the week during practice. That both quarterback and tight end went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, I hope you have just a little space to operate. That play action works beautifully, and the tight end, the beneficiary. I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, there's way too much risk for that reward.
Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, again to ETN. And that one doesn't get him much, give him maybe a yard. It's 3rd down.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. That's Cox, he's got Washington. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Gain of 9 yards, and the Jaguar 1st down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
1st and 10 from the 43. On play action now, Lawrence. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
There was almost no resistance offered against a rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. From the gun, ETN gets it. Shoots away from one. This is going to be down, looks like about the opposing 36 for their next snap. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
I love these inside runs. Don't get away from them. You never know. You think it's going to be a short little gain, and then boom, get the right blocking, a possessed running back, and you get some serious yards on the table.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he's stopped after ripping off an 8-yard chunk at 2nd down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. First carry now, this is Bashal Tootin. Nothing doing on 2nd. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be 3rd and longer. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Throwing his low. And that one's too far in front of him, so now they're facing 4th down.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. That'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Facing 4th down, the Jags electing to send out Cam Little for this field goal try. From the right hash, a 49-yard look. Little knocks it through. And they're able to convert despite that errant snap.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. His return starts at the 5. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32. The Browns getting their offense out there. They liked how that drive was going, but the ND and the turnover on downs, yeah, that's something they'll try to rewrite on this series. First and 10 from the 32. Working now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
All right, this is going to be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Sanders setting to pass. And someone stepped in, and it's intercepted. And the Jaguars get the football back at midfield. First and 10 coming up. Jaguars ready to take advantage of some good field position they've got here. They'll give this up the middle to ETN. And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards. Even 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. ETN again. Ooh, they're on that one. 2nd down's going to end up in a loss of yards.
I think this is the part where they run away, Kate. As in run away from that monster. He's just too strong a presence to try to block them inside, and that time, it cost him some yards.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. toss it to Etienne. They go to him again, Brock, and they deny him the line again. That's another loss. This one sets up 4th down. Just couldn't get outside quick enough to take that D-line out of the picture, and one of those guys impressively got on the edge and caught him.
You know what's scary in this game today, Kate? When you watch the combine and you watch these 280-pound DNs that run like 4.6. I am really thankful I don't play quarterback in today's game.
On 4th down, it's Logan Cook on for the Jaguars to punt it away. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. So this one goes out of bounds inside the 20, but not by much. They're giving him the 18-yard line. So the Jaguars come away with a win in this one. Well, partner, another contest in the books. Great work, and as always, a pleasure to call it with you up here in the booth.
No matter how many games we call together, it never loses its excitement. No 2 games are exactly the same, so there's always a new story waiting to be told when we get to this field on game day.
That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Jaguars, as we say cheerio from London.